This episode of Off the Script is brought to you by WrestleCrate. WrestleCrate is a monthly pro wrestling-based subscription service, and each month, subscribers will receive a new pro wrestling-themed mystery crate. To go and subscribe, please go and visit their website at www.wrestlecrate.com and on Twitter at WrestleCrates. What is going on, guys? JD from New York here, and this is WWE Off The Script, episode number 64, part number 2 for your Saturday morning. Thank you so much for joining me right here on Off The Script, where I always say it is the number one fucking source for WWE news and rumors right here on YouTube.com, man. We got a lot of stuff to go over. We got big news on TNA and why Destination America regrets signing Impact Wrestling to come aboard their cable television network. I also got news on Brock Lesnar and who he sees as the next major player in WWE. Yes, folks, Brock Lesnar personally training with one of NXT's brightest young stars. Who is it? You gotta fucking watch the video to find out, man. This is exclusive information you're not gonna find anywhere else right here on YouTube.com. And the big story, Tough Enough, man. And it's got nothing to do with WWE in the ring. This is reality, man. The reality series Tough Enough. WWE has announced its trainers and its judges for the upcoming season on the USA Network, man. Major shockwaves going up and down social media regarding Tough Enough, man. Not only are people, making videos trying to get on the program, but WWE is stacking this show with some of the biggest stars in WWE history, man. It's going to be fucking unbelievable. We're going to go and talk about that as well, and I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on who is now judging and taking part in Tough Enough. But before I get into that, guys, if you guys missed Off the Script, part 1, link is down below. I talk about Sami Zayn and his WWE Monday Night Raw singles debut against John Cena for the United States Championship, his injury, his status on the main roster. Is he coming up to the WWE main roster? All that plus so much more, as well as Hideo Itami out for 6 to 8 months with a shoulder injury, man. NXT is really being devastated by injuries. All that plus so much more in part 1. Link is down below in the description of this very video. So go on over there after you finish watching part 2 if you missed it. And as always, I want to get this right out in the open. If you guys are not following me on Twitter, please do so at JD from NY206 and on Google+. I don't push my Google Plus profile enough. I do want to get over 1,000 followers on Google Plus, so I have an opportunity to get this YouTube channel verified with that blue little check mark next to my name, man. So if you're not following me on Twitter and Google Plus or all over social media, please go and do that right now, so you guys can keep up to date on what I do right here on YouTube.com. And I will be streaming on Twitch later this evening, man. More WWE 2K15 Universe Mode redone. So if you guys want to tune into Twitch, you can always go join in on that fun as well later this evening. Now that we got all that out of the way, let's talk about WWE news and rumors, man. Brock Lesnar, high on WWE prospect. Who is it? Well, according to sources, not only Brock Lesnar, but Triple H was very high up on Dylan Mile, who has also been referred to as Dylan Miles and Dylan Miley, that he ordered extra attention to be paid to him. So Mile actually debuted at NXT during WrestleMania 31 week, where Brock Lesnar saw him. We're told Lesnar was blown away by Mile, who is 6'3", 285 pounds, with a bodybuilder look. The fucking look that Vince McMahon jerks off to every single night. And actually quietly flew out to Orlando a few weeks ago to work out with him at the WWE Performance Center. That is Brock Lesnar flying out to Orlando for a few weeks to train with Dylan Mile. That is amazing, man. That must be one hell of an opportunity, and just, an amazing moment for someone who's training down in NXT, where you have Triple H, and then not only Triple H and upper WWE officials, but fucking Brock Lesnar being blown away by this kid, man. Unbelievable. With Triple H already so high up on him and Brock Lesnar wanting to help groom him, the sky may be the limit for Dylan Mile. Unfucking believable, man. So, that name, just get that name ingrained in your head, man. Dylan Mile may be the next big thing in WWE. While it was a nice touch to add Dean Ambrose to the WWE Payback main event, WWE is in dire need of someone to take the reins as a megastar. Some feel it's just the same B-plus players week in and week out, and Raw and SmackDown are becoming a struggle to watch. This is fact. This week's Raw featured the lowest average viewing audience of the year, which equivalent was 3,573,000 viewers, and interest has been in a free fall since WrestleMania 31. Now, WWE obviously knows that there's nothing interesting going on right now on TV. Nobody is interested, man. You hit the peak with WrestleMania. WrestleMania was a fucking unbelievable show. The night after WrestleMania, everybody's fucking adrenaline was high, and you had Brock Lesnar doing fucking what he was doing, just beating the shit out of people, and he got suspended, and, it was just a great show, great atmosphere. We had the debut of Neville, blah, 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 okay? So now, WWE is pretty much in a standstill. Nothing is interesting. There's no storylines that are going to say, you know what, I have to watch next week because I need to see what happens. WWE hasn't had a program like that in weeks. It's WWE's fault that the ratings are tanking after WrestleMania 31, and they're not going to pick up again until, the summer months come, when we hit Money in the Bank, and then we hit SummerSlam in Brooklyn, when the big storylines for the second biggest pay-per-view of the year start taking shape, and we see the storylines play out on television. That's when WWE and the ratings are going to go back up, man. But right now, it's always the same shit every year following WrestleMania. Nobody cares, and it shows. WWE doesn't care, and it shows. The boring, lazy, stale storytelling and booking shows. We're not stupid. Obviously, the audience knows not to tune in, because if they don't tune in, they're not missing anything, man. You have to give a reason for people to watch. Monday Night Raw, I could miss 4 weeks in a row leading up to a pay-per-view, and nothing will be different. That's a fucking shame, okay? So, a lot of people tend to think that WWE right now is the same thing week in and week out. Yes, and this always happens following WrestleMania. WWE really needs to start developing long-term plans for storylines, and start getting other people over, and just create engaging, interesting storylines. I'm tired of repeating myself week in and week out. It's not that difficult, man. They got the guys to do it. They got the fucking, rearrange the calendar. Give us King of the Ring on pay-per-view, which they should have did. Give us, something. Something, man. Highlight Monday Night Raw with a fucking ladder match or a steel cage match. Something to generate interest. Nothing. So, like I said, SummerSlam is going to be that next big moment where WWE is going to have a spike in the ratings. And then after that, again, it's going to be the same thing all over again. WWE is going to tank with the storylines, and nobody's going to give a shit. But right now, yes, I agree. It's the same thing week in and week out, and WWE right now is in a free fall after WrestleMania 31. What else am I doing here? Yes, the Young Bucks are one of the hottest tag teams on the wrestling circuit right now, and it appears that they have another big-name suitor looking at them. Okay? According to the latest edition of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, TNA Wrestling is said to be heavily interested in breaking in the tag team once its contractual obligations to Ring of Honor are up. The team is expected to be free agents shortly, and the Young Bucks, consisting of real-life brothers Matt and Nick Jackson, ring names, have been dominating the independent wrestling scene over the past decade, but more so over the past several years. The team had a run in TNA lasting from 2009 through 2011, but there was little success to be had, leaving the two to go elsewhere. Per the report, TNA is now making a hard push to sign the two, despite the ongoing financial issues, unhappy talent, and network that greatly regrets giving it a television contract. It is said Ring of Honor is looking to hold on to the two prized possessions, but Lucha Underground is expected to make a run at the tag team as well. The team was named 2014's Tag Team of the Year by The Outlet, also picking up Best Wrestling Maneuver for its Meltzer Driver finishing maneuver. Now, TNA has a lot more other things that they should be concerned about instead of bringing in the Young Bucks. I don't know if they want to bring in the Young Bucks to replace the Hardy Boys right now, being that Jeff is out for the remainder of the year. I don't know where their priorities lie, but right now, the main priority for TNA, and I don't watch TNA, but I hear reports all over the place that talent is unhappy and that they're having financial issues. The main thing that they have to do is make Destination America happy in some way, okay? Next in line is to pay their fucking performers. They're wrestlers. They're contracted workers. They need to make them happy. If you have unhappy talent, things are going to sink very, very quickly in TNA. You should not be signing the Young Bucks when you can barely pay the talent you have on the roster right now. I don't give a shit who wants the Young Bucks in TNA, man. Let them go. You have bigger fish to fry right now with Destination America and your unhappy talent. And, you know, signing the Young Bucks is not a priority right now. If they want to go to Lucha Underground, fine. I wish WWE would make a run at them, but WWE isn't that bright, okay? And then, obviously, Ring of Honor is going to try and obviously hold on to, you know, the Young Bucks. And I do see them staying with Ring of Honor. I don't see them going to TNA, being that TNA really isn't doing all that well at the moment. But yes, TNA should get their priority straight, and that is keeping their talent happy and their network happy. Forget the Young Bucks, man. Leave them where they are in Ring of Honor. Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer also claims that the cable network Destination America reportedly regrets signing a multi-year, multi-million-dollar deal with TNA Wrestling to produce the broadcast that they are showing currently with Impact Wrestling. While Destination America initially reported that they were pleased with TNA's viewership numbers when their partnership began, Meltzer claims that behind the scenes, many working for the network wish that they had never signed the dotted line. The company has already scrapped Mike Tenay's show, which has been contractual obligated for a year to TNA, and it seems like they're trying to make Impact Wrestling a success on their channel, okay? Oh, they aren't trying to make Impact Wrestling a success on their channel. Meltzer writes, the latest move by Destination America is to completely cancel the Unlock show, which is the show with Mike Tenay, text messages, and interviews. They had been giving it a new time slot every week, which is usually something that leads to death. To say the honeymoon between Destination America and TNA is over is an understatement. It is not a secret within the Destination America company that they are regretting making the deal, which is why all the shoulder programs that were supposed to be part of the deal are now gone. I'm not sure of the reasons, as the ratings are way above the network average. But when you watch the show, the ads don't look impressive, and it was a multi-million-dollar commitment. It will be interesting to see what happens next with Mike Tenay. He signed a one-year contract at the start of the year with the idea of building the Unlock show around him with text messages throughout the show with trivia notes and long-form interviews, which brought out parts of personalities and backgrounds never touched upon. Now the show is gone. When Taz left, the decision to go with Al Snow instead of Mike Tenay as the co-announcer, which was not a surprise since Snow was the one in studio working with Matthews on the tryout, makes one wonder what's going on with Mike Tenay. Since Tenay off Impact was one of John Gaburik's first moves in the Destination America move, I guess they felt they couldn't put him back, instead are going with Snow as a project. If it wasn't Tenay, Jeremy Borash would have been a better bet, as when he did do the show in the past, he was very good. It's too early to get a read on Snow. Samoa Joe leaving had to do with a lot of factors, one of which was that he would suggest ideas they weren't listened to, and there was just a feeling it was becoming a dead-end street, and there were also issues with Gaburik. So, TNA right now, man. Whatever I read there doesn't sound good at all when it comes to TNA wrestling. They seem to be on a downward spiral, and I mean, I don't know, man. I don't watch a lot of TNA. I don't report a lot of TNA, but when it's bad news like that, I know some of you guys do watch TNA. I do want to let you guys know what is going on. If I hear anything regarding Destination America and Mike Tenay and what's going on with Impact and people being unhappy, I will definitely let you guys know right here on Off the Script. Excuse me. Now, the big story, Tough Enough. Weeks after beginning auditions for WWE's newest edition, Tough Enough, the company has officially announced which of his talent will be featured on the program. In a press release issued via WWE.com, WWE announced Chris Jericho will be returning soon for a live event run with the company, and he will be hosting the program on the USA Network. Jericho has hosted several shows for VH1, MTV, and other outlets, though this will be his first wrestling endeavor outside of his podcast. The company will be featuring experts for the first time on the show, with this time around WWE Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan, WWE Intercontinental Champion Daniel Bryan, and former NXT diva Paige being featured on the show. Alongside these experts will be coaches, as has always been with the case with Tough Enough. The trainers this year featured for the edition of Tough Enough will be Booker T, who was on last season of the show, Billy Gunn, and returning Lita. The release gave more insight as to what people can expect on this season. This season of WWE Tough Enough will combine the can't-miss excitement of live television with reality show drama, as WWE hopefuls vie for the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to become the next WWE superstar or diva. Unlike anything on television today, the lightning-fast hour of entertainment and competition will include live results every week, giving fans worldwide the power to decide who stays and who goes the very same night. Each week, one cast member will be eliminated until one man and one woman are considered tough enough, with each earning a one-year, $250,000 WWE contract. It was also teased those selected will have some surprises in store for them. Contestants will also come face-to-face with WWE icons, including WWE Chairman and Chief Executive Officer Vince McMahon, Executive Vice President, Talent Relations, Live Events, and Creative Paul Triple H Levesque, Chief Brand Officer Stephanie McMahon, and WWE Superstar John Cena, among others. WWE has also said the interactivity of the new season will be at an all-time high. This season of WWE Tough Enough will be the most innovative, unique, and engaging series on television, said Kevin Dunn, WWE executive producer. A live global telecast, real-time voting with immediate results, and unprecedented use of digital and social media during and between telecasts will all lead to a groundbreaking viewing experience. It also noted this will be fully integrated with WWE's new operations in Florida. WWE Tough Enough will emanate live from both the state-of-the-art WWE Performance Center in Orlando, Florida, home to WWE's developmental division, NXT, and innovative professional production studios at Full Sail University, located in Winter Park, Florida. This launch will mark an inaugural use of the university's latest high-caliber on-campus production facility. In 2012, WWE and Full Sail announced an innovative partnership which created a student scholarship fund and also allows students of the university's entertainment-focused degree programs, including film, show production, digital arts and design, internet marketing, and entertainment business, to gain real-world experience alongside WWE's professional production staff during WWE NXT tapings, man. WWE Tough Enough is looking absolutely fucking beast, and the fact that they got Hulk Hogan, Daniel Bryan, and Paige right now as, you know, names to be associated with this, with Chris Jericho hosting it. You couldn't find a better host than Chris Jericho, man. His podcast is absolutely one of the best right now on Podcast One to listen to on iTunes and Android. They did good by getting Jericho to host. And then you got Billy Gunn, Booker T, and Lita training Tough Enough, man. That's going to be absolutely fucking ridiculous. And like I said, Hogan, Bryan, and Paige are going to be judges. That's out of this world, man. WWE hit a home run with this. They're going to stack the show. It's going to be must-see each and every week. And Tough Enough, man, I don't know if you guys or any of you guys watching me actually submitted. I know Joe Cronin submitted his entry into WWE Tough Enough. He was actually featured on WWE YouTube page, man. That's fucking impressive right there for Joe Cronin. But Tough Enough is going to be absolutely out of this world, man. I loved the first season with Steve Austin and Trish and Booker T, and you had Bill DeMott, who's not there anymore. It's going to be something to watch, man. I'm going to definitely tune in each and every week on the USA Network. And like I said, I can't wait to see it. It's going to be something really, really special this time around. And hopefully, WWE does something with the winners of this year's contest, man. Because I know last year, nothing really happened with those guys who won, or the last time that they had. But this year, I really do hope that something comes of the winner, whether it be one of the guys and one of the women. I really hope something comes of it after the show ends this season. But that is what's going on right now with WWE, man. That's the news and rumors for Saturday. Hope you did enjoy it. Hit that thumbs up if you did. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of all the top stories right now on part 2 for WWE Off The Script. I will be streaming later this evening on Twitch. Make sure to go follow me, WWE 2K15. It's going to be fucking exciting. Bring your cold beverages. I'm going to be playing for a few hours. It's going to be an all-out fucking good time, man. If you guys are not following me on Twitter, at JD from NY206. If you're not subscribed to this channel, I don't know what the fuck you're waiting for, man. This is the #1 source for WWE news and rumors right here on YouTube.com. If you guys want more additional wrestling content right here on YouTube, Joe Cronin Show, link to his Twitter and his YouTube link down below. Justin LaBar, Josh Eisenberg, and Bryan Ghoulish, Chairshot Reality at WrestleZone.com, and as well on YouTube. All their social media links are linked down below as well. If you want more LaBar, his social media and his personal website linked down below as well. And as always, my fine sponsors, the fine people over at WrestleCrate. If you guys want a monthly pro wrestling based subscription service with fucking wrestling biblical goodness delivered to your door, go and sign up for WrestleCrates, man. T-shirts, DVDs, action figures, trading cards, you name it, man. They got the barbershop window. They got pro wrestling tees, Mattel, Fathead. It's absolutely out of this world, man. So if you guys want to go sign up and are interested in WrestleCrate, go to www.wrestlecrate.com and on Twitter at WrestleCrates and tell them that JD from NY sent you over there. Now, part 3, guys, if you guys want to know what I got lined up for part 3, news on Vince McMahon and the rumors going around that he needed assistance following Monday Night Raw with a vision problem. I got news on Michelle Beadle and her partnership with WWE being no more. I got news on The Undertaker's contract status with WWE. And the main story for Part 3, the curb stomp by Seth Rollins is back and will be reinstated in the WWE. Yes, I have exclusive information on that. Don't go anywhere, man. Off the Script is just getting started. Join me for Sunday for all that plus much, much more right here on YouTube.com. This is JD. Thank you for watching. Hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you on Sunday morning, rather, for part 3 of Off the Script. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you later.